Enactus, in my opinion, is a facilitator. I think the Enactus platform enables youth achieve what you call self-discovery at a very early stage in their growth.
The program really develops the ability to identify challenges that are faced and gives them the leadership, the project management, and the entrepreneurial skills to really deliver programs that probably not a lot of university students have the opportunity to do. So it really accelerates their development in that aspect.
They're able to identify a problem, they're able to strategize and find solutions to the problem, they're able to present, they're able to seek funding. They have a practical skill set that can be utilized outside the school space.
They are taking social responsibilities, and those are things that, transform the life of young people. And if they do that for a long time, you'll find out that we are raising leaders in Nigeria who are able to, enforce positive change in our nation. For me, it's been a transformational platform.
The students are thinking more critically. They're exposed to things that they will not find in the classrooms, because now they have to do things, they have to think of ideas, and they have to work in collaboration with the communities. And I think that's why the word transformational is the word you use when you're talking about Enactus.
People refer to Enactus as a program, but I'll say Enactus is much more than a program. It is an energy catalyzer.
Having Enactus students occupying position of authority and decision making, it's a way forward for a nation, a developing nation like Nigeria.
I was called in to be a judge. I honestly thought the competition was going to be something small, and then I walked into the hall and then I saw all these students and I thought, wow, okay, there are so many students here. What's this going to be like? And then they started presenting and I was wowed because you are seeing them taking everyday things that are not even considered problems, opportunities, and they are creating solutions for these problems in their environment. And I was really impressed both by their thoughts, the teamwork, and even the presentations.
Last year we began a campaign to change.
Once you go for any competition, you don't forget it. You are overwhelmed, first of all, because you are thinking to yourself, who are these people doing these programs? And it just makes you so excited. And then you see them talking about everything from how we started to what we are doing now. And they're talking about partnerships. They're saying, and they're being scored for everything they've done, they've already done. And that's what I like. The fact that they've already achieved their goals. They're coming out to showcase it, and to showcase it in the form that is sustainable. So they leave even the communities, even when they've graduated, the communities can continue those projects.
Most of the projects I've seen the students, partake in, they end up, transferring this to the community to be able to, continue with it and be able to empower themselves, economically. So first is that it leads to sustainable development in the nation.
The students walk into the competition thinking school project, but they walk out with such a wide view, thinking world-class solutions. They come in as students, but they leave with confidence, clarity, and impact. And for me, that is totally priceless. So I'll say I see it as a required boot camp that is giving them the skills they need, not just as students, but into the future to become the leaders that will be able to solve real problems. And I find that's highly valuable.
When I watch those students, obviously there's a sense of pride. It is self-empowering to know that you can dream a dream, envision a target, put pen to paper, get people to approve and give you a nod of consent, fund you, and then you deliver a product that actually does what you hoped it will do. There are many adults at the age of 50, 60 who never have that experience. So when I see the youth talking excitedly about what they've done, whether they go ahead to form great businesses from those ideas, for me, secondary. What has happened is that the spark has been lit. And those are young people going somewhere to happen.
sometimes with the presentations, not everyone has succeeded in what they want to do. Sometimes the presentations is, this is the plan, this is where we want to be, but we've encountered these problems, so we've not gotten there yet. And seeing them be so passionate and involved in this is simply amazing. It's what, honestly, as a country, that we should want to see in our young people, because for them to be able to do that at that age while in school, when they're done, those are the skills you want them to have as a step into the actual working world.
We all know that the job market in Nigeria is not the greatest, so it is good that we have these students that are being equipped and empowered. So what this Enactus is doing is it's bringing forth the new generation of thinkers and of creators, so that in a few years we will see great creations coming out of Nigeria.
We have opportunity of having 2 of the students with us here in BIC. I give them a project to design a route to market for a new product, one of our products. And at the end of the day, I still have the report, the PowerPoint presentation and everything. Every time I need to make a reference, I go to that work they have done, I make reference to it. I even take some materials from it and use it for my own business. So these are the kind of students they are building for the nation.
What programs like Enactus do is that they enable youth recognize the fact that, inbuilt traits like entrepreneurship, leadership are not that far-fetched. In fact, I think Enactus is a catalyst platform that the nation, should recognize in terms of the seed it plants, and find a way of birthing, if it's possible, other types of platforms that do similar things. Because what you then have is that, everything is working in tandem, and the impact at the end of the day, could be, really, really great.
With the challenges that are faced here in Nigeria, I think that this program really accelerates the learning for students, and it gives students the real hands-on experience to interact with their communities, interact and find challenges that need to be solved, and challenges them to really find innovative solutions to that, given the lack of maybe support structures in place for them in Nigeria.
For us in Nigeria, I would say the government should be all over this and want to even support it and promote it. I think it's a fantastic organization and program, and hopefully we can see it grow more and we can see more support with it. And I know it's the 25th anniversary, so I will say congratulations, Enactus Nigeria. Hopefully the organization continues to grow and we celebrate another 25 years.
Enactus is changing and helping rewire the minds of younger people from their student age, not just to look at the problems and feel frustrated, but to look at the problem and say, what can I do? Beyond rewiring their mind is showing them the opportunities and possibilities that lie in our environment. And I tell you, if we had an Enactus in every school, the outlook for young people in Nigeria, and not just in Nigeria, in Africa, will be totally different. I firmly believe in what Enactus is doing. They have, for 25 years, they have been consistent and taking Nigerian stories and African stories global. That's invaluable.
What we're looking for when we started working with Enactus, we wanted projects and programs that are not paper-based. And you don't see many programs that are so hands-on. Enactus does not come with, they bear a tiding of not just book-wise. They're telling you, this is a community, fix it. And for me, that's my wish, is that more governments will take it on. Not only governments, but people that are philanthropists will say, okay, we want to support this. It may be 7 local governments or 7 states across Nigeria. 25 years of doing this work, it's not a joke. And I must congratulate Enactus. They've done an amazing work, and we're looking forward to the next 25 years.